Greetings.
We're going to do Stephen King's On Writing. And we both love it, so we were fighting about who's going to do it and decided we would just do this together.
And we didn't want to have a physical fight because I would obviously win detrimentally.
I'm not so sure about that. If you want to be a writer, you must do two things above all else. Read a lot and write a lot. There is no way around those two things. And he says, I read because I like to read. And I think that's true of probably any of your English teachers, actually. What I really like about this book is it's funny. I mean, it's Stephen King. He writes about what he was thinking when he had to write Carrie, and he writes about what he's, growing up and what a hard time he had in the high school newspaper. And he gives you practical advice. He has a chapter on Toolbox, which is about, the grammar and the sentence structure and all those. Number one tool you need, vocabulary. And that's why they give you all those vocabulary words every day.
I like it because first he addresses the nature of failure in the arts and the fact that he, probably the most prolific American writer of the last 50 years, was rejected more times than he has actually published things. Because he said that he had a nail in his room, and every time that he got a rejection letter, just put it on the nail. And and he just had just a giant stack. And the fact that art is about talent, but it's also about work. And this speaks to me because, if you've ever had me, you know that I'm a poet and that I spent time touring as a poet and that I'm a published poet and that I can speak to the fact that part of it's about talent and about just passion and then love. And then a lot of it's about putting in the work. I take a shotgun approach to writing, right? I'm going to write 50 things and, 2 of them will be worth anything. And the rest will just be chuck that you throw away and, you put in a file folder on your computer someplace and you forget about it.
He says you got to shut the door.
Right.
You got to shut the door to life if you're going to work and do this.
And I don't think I have had any book that has been highlighted and underlined and marked up quite as much as this one has, besides maybe my copy of the Bible. It just has so much good practical knowledge, and it's half practical knowledge and then half memoir. And Stephen King is a great storyteller, so the way that he's able to communicate these ideas and these really foundational philosophies about art and about writing through stories that are still engaging, it's never a boring book. And that's, I think that says a lot.
If you want to write, this would be a great book to read. But it's a great book to read even if you don't want to write. And because Stephen King is one of the best storytellers ever, as he said, and that's part of learning how to tell a story, because we all have stories in our lives.
You are nothing but stories. And at the end of the day, the stories are the things that you will be remembered by. Those are the things that your children and their children's children, that will be the lingering part of you. And this is really about stories more than anything else. And I think that's really valuable. No matter who you are, whether it's a professional writer or it's just somebody that's going to, go be a call center representative. We all are the product of stories, and we are all stories. So it's really good for that too. All right, well, yeah, On Writing, Stephen King, read it. And as always, if you do read it, come and talk to me about it, or come and talk to Jane about it. We'd love to have a conversation with you about it, because that's what we really love.
And if several of you want to, we'll do a whole book club, book chat on it.
Then we will nerd out after school about it. It'll be
Thanks.
great. All right, bye guys.